Hey, welcome to another one of these. Yes, absolutely. It's very great to see you, all four of you. There's going to be a little bit of belling in period, I think, before we know where we are. Starting off doing these on the YouTube, but I think that the Substack guys, of which I'm one, I am you, like Jose Mourinho, we need to retain still focused. So. Again, because I've been working very hard. Just finishing my tea. So the point I've been making all day, to everybody I've met and in respect of this game online, is that what starting 11 do you actually expect? Because it's the conspiracy theory, like it's sorry, pick the right language, but some of the lunacy, around the Thomas Frank out acts like he's undermining us in some respects. But this is all of Daniel Levy's doing. I know it's very easy to say that, but that's the truth. Who does he have to choose from? And if you saw the post that I put up on the Substack this morning, it's really not up for debate. It's really not up for debate. So the game is yet to start.
The cave of studio step up. Big runners, legend. It's Mr. Glenn Hoddle to my left.
Doesn't get enough on you, do you? A mileage.
And especially going forward, probably feel is not there. Going, what's your overall thoughts?
Yeah, that's the problem they've got. They seem to more perhaps away from home than they are at home at the moment. They find it hard to be creative and open teams up. But the performance was poor. Sometimes you lose and think, well, you're right, and you're always in the game. But at the weekend, they were never really in the game. I never really had a threat about them. So hopefully tonight we'll put that right.
Hopefully you can hear.
I've got about your thoughts because good this week. Welcome. Yeah, not running over and clapping the fans. When Thomas Frank had asked them to, what was your interpretation of that?
The bookmakers have held Copenhagen being the outside and giving goodness me. At the end of the day, you could see Spurs need to get a grip and take charge of things. And as we just explained, we've got there on the screen, they're doing the whole this, that, and the other. Mickey Van der Ven, they need to stop acting like bloody children and just get on with it. And sorry to, go back down that route. But it's true. It's absolutely true, to be fair. But, I really did. I look at it and I think, I'd like that. When I settled down as a manager, I would have gone, that's what I if they all just tap on the ground, and there's a problem.
Thomas Frank basically said, look, they're coming to my first thing, they're apologising.
I don't think backfall's a problem at all. I think the problem is the personnel. I don't think this is down to, who we put in to this starting 11 on the tactics or whatever. It's down to who the fundamental people are. Are they there? I just don't see them. I just don't see them. But it's always the same voices, kids. It's always the same bloody voices.
They've got a big test still to come. PSG, they're Dortmund and Frank better way. So this could be a great opportunity.
Well, another thing, they make sense.
Your own opportunity between this Joe and Jonathan. I'll tell you to you.
Laura, thank you, Malaka, and everyone. Well, this is the calm before the storm in many ways for Tottenham Hotspur FC Copenhagen tonight in the Champions League before a sequence of huge killings, and it's understandable.
What we can say with absolute certainty is if we don't beat this lot, this will be pretty humiliating. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I had more crumbs of comfort for you, but that's the way it's going to work out. That's 100% the way it's going to work out.
Want to get another win on the board as the players emerge here tonight. The Danes arrive here in North London with 1 point from their opening 3 league phase games, so they need improvement and they need it quickly. Lots of fans here supporting FC Copenhagen in this glorious Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Hi Ian, I ate Honoured Rope. You're all very welcome. Ordinarily I'm not eating, but I've got so much work on with the bar. Wow, there's a lot of really devoutly religious people involved in this, aren't there? Don't get me wrong, I don't tell my nose religion, but are you here to play football, or are you here to, meet your maker?
Well, it's only the second time this
I'm not sure any God really wants to the world making every day to do the right thing.
Years ago, FC Copenhagen playing in England for the 10th time tonight. They've never put a match on English soil.
Goodness me, Chris Beresford is with us live and direct from his backpacking cosplay dressing room in the heart of the Celtic champion.
Steve Hall Street King will have you taking off for the weekend. Is it for a start tonight? That's our opponent against it at Wilson Brother there. There's no involvement tonight for the
Mr. Beresford, I can confirm that not only is your fire stick that you sold me live and direct here, but service is excellent, and I would certainly recommend it.
FC Copenhagen is waiting patiently.
Good evening, Ian. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. You're well. And the people that are well involved with a fair football club. Yeah, I would say that.
So this is FC Copenhagen, and there were 3 changes from the last league match. Jeffrey Stars have centre back, William Clem comes into midfield, Jordan Larson, who's the son of the Celtic.
Yes, our devastating front line looked ready to recreate footballing history. Looking bad, utterly bad, really.
All against Spurs to Southampton, and Yusufa Makoko is the top scorer with 8 goals.
Good evening, Kate. Good evening, Mr. C.
Against Spurs need to win tonight.
And Van der Ven is pulling all sorts of faces. He's pulled a bit of a face as he came out. He's pulling a face in the huddle. And Romero, God knows who he's talking to. Speak English very well. I'm not being, that guy, but I'm just telling you what's happening.
So he's got 8 goals so far.
I mean, what is Romero saying in the huddle that hasn't been said by Frank? I know I repeat myself, but I tend to be right. Yes, he's standing to his back with his stretcher. I hope you're ahead of yourself, you motherfucker.
Position Thomas Frank as a coach. I'm finding out what it is to be a Tottenham Hotspur manager at the moment. So let's see what kind of start Tottenham can wake up, or what happens to them here against Chelsea at the weekend in the criticism that they restart. There's the plus for the defending for a dog who wanted to change his way by the stars.
Oh, one of the things that we need girls, they're in the VIP room. They're in the VIP room. You got to come to Birmingham.
These teams in the place, so they need to get going. And get going relatively quickly. It's like a very violent night in North London, which will take at this stage of the year. You believe in the capital, all set up for a big night.
There we go.
The first real chance to champion cross, you think you get your first 4 out there. Yeah, good positive start on was important. Like I said, bit of apprehension in the stadium to start with, but it all goes out the window once that was closed. Top of the side on the front.
Who is the co-host of this godforsaken TNT that I'm watching? It all goes out the window. No, it doesn't go out the bloody window. Fans want to see some effort. That's what you get paid for. You get life-changing amounts of money. We want to see effort.
It's all part of time.
Well, that was interesting. So, our landlords to Milani, who was unmarked, did nothing with it. Yes, LC, we have one of the amigos around to the scene, Mr. Christopher B, who's in charge of laughter and testosterone. Trevor Connors, yeah, it's bloody right.
Good opportunity, but not something that was rehearsed. There's Thomas Frank managed to get the Champions League for the first time this season tonight. It's his first game against the greatest team for 9.5 years. That was during his time as the head coach.
Hi, Gary. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're extraordinarily well. I've got a week. It's been working, so it's so hard to do.
Take all of the outcomes. I mean, I don't think to know the words to it. So, you want to see that's not European nights.
Wow, there are some deranged people.
Yeah, all right, fella. You need to get the stadium like that. Let's start for Sturz. We're starting with the ball. I think it's Simons. It's taking in the way down in front of Colo.
Yeah, Morani and Zavi, hopefully not starting as they're intending to carry on.
Yeah. 5 games was at Everton. They've lost their last team here against Villa and Chelsea. They haven't won at home since they beat Doncaster here in the League Cup back in September. But right now, FC Copenhagen can't even get a touch of the ball.
FC Copenhagen.
Good for the start, but FC Copenhagen
Absolutely, Mr. Beresford. Absolutely.
to start staying in the game as long as they can. So that's alongside Dempsey Cooler. So we still
Yo, yo. Good man, yeah, good man. Yeah, just Vince. That might be the good of the old dozy tactical encouragements Tuesdays. Is there any better, or do I just live in a hovel or something like that? I suppose.
Hold on. What is name made a wrong call? It's time like it's right here.
Nothing.
Jackson Thomas hectic for the playback.
Yeah, Gonville, I'm actually right. Morani, I think, is a curious. Well, that's me upgrading your comment. I think a curious buy. Let's wait and see. It's too pleasant soon to say. And some wiser man than I said to you earlier on X. He needs to play 13 weeks and any coach absolute minimum. Oh, Christopher, thank you very much, Alex. I'll get rid of the bloody spaghetti. So I can't promise you anything too scintillating, because we are, of course, watching the Daniel Levy Leftover Roadshow.
Yeah, Copenhagen breaking the lines, getting their first opportunity. Like I say, they'll be well aware they're not favourites in this game tonight. Quality-wise, they're going to have to sit in. They're going to have numbers and you can hurt. So look at these two of the countries probably got to see Copenhagen.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. C. I think Ben has suffered from buying into. I think he's been under pressure for a long time from himself and other people. Then he wasn't quite the real deal, and then getting that acknowledgement by Tuchel gave her a bit more oomph. But is it being directed in the right direction? That's the question I would.
Good hands there, from Vicario, good start. So what a trust to you, hope so. Those things can be hectic. Now, his total ball, and he took it down well. What's Spurs and kids from an early goal tonight?
Colin Wiley, I've got to be brutal with you, kids. And it's a bit shit.
It's actual fact, it's actual.
He's got so much, lots of races. It's not about his colour, it's about his ability to move the football around.
So we destined for that early goal. Wiley, we're destined for an early goal. I just can't. Honestly, I think they should.
No, I think, listen, I think Spence is suspect until he actually proves us otherwise. It would be great not to hear that there were question marks about him. But how do we get to that point? I think that's down to him. I'm still put the lights off because this is a little bit outside, so normal.
So this team wants Almighty to see the very best of him at the top of the shirt. Rivera, he's the captain and back in the team tonight after sitting on the bench against Chelsea by the weekend. It's a nice turn by Ducky. Savage Simons is now he's took the deflection and it takes it behind to the corner, but his eyes must be it there, Savage Simons.
Yeah, there's an unusual one. Shabby Simon,
Brilliant Shabby Simons up.
There was a deflection, but it wasn't in our favour, so it's score. Sorry, but far too many. Even goal related. Oh, excuse me. We've had far too many own goals related incidents. It's funny. It was Copenhagen, right? They make Newcastle stand for brilliant. Shoveling it down.
So Porro
again. Is this corner going to be any more effective than the last one? No, it's too low.
Able to deal with it. It's odd there. I'm looking forward to putting Chelsea.
Oh, brilliant, Johnson. Okay, so we're on the channel and we're not on YouTube, so I can speak freely. What an absolute bender. That's a disgrace. Absolute fucking disgrace. He missed the first ball, and then the second ball, the second touch, which was supposed to be his into the penalty, but just dreadful. Awful.
Really good position there. This is Potter there. It's up against Suzuki, the right back. Now Benson Carr.
Benton Kerr with a beautifully weighted short backward pass to Romet.
Johnston.
Johnson to Romet. Benton Kerr to Johnson.
In 9 minutes.
Again, back again from Johnson to Romero. Romero to Sarr. As 3 o'clock in the morning, honestly, I've given it about 20 minutes.
Flies. Smells in that pocket. Again, that's a couple of times he's found himself a bit of space. So I can lift one in. That's team back to the goalkeeper, Mark Gabriel.
You're right, Conville. You're right. It makes me right. Yeah, probably I'm working very long days at the moment. Following particular work done. Both on Substack and on TheBoyHotspur. And then in the pub. Wow. Lots of empty.
60 quid.
Equate the feeling.
Quite a few stayed away. But the top of persuasion, I think.
Dear Lord. Over there, showing all of the ball control that one would expect from
those decisions.
Do you know, I can't even be bothered to imagine anything up to waste time. John, great to see you. Lots of empty seats. And of empty bloody seats. What the hell? This guy's saying still a great turnout tonight. This is Champions League football. It should be box office.
Got 20 here, it's 40 here. As a Southampton player, it's not fantastic trying to get forward and linking with Coco.
How the hell do these people get away with it? And I think it was TNT we were watching it for, they lied. They're describing something that we're not seeing with our own fucking eyes. Sorry, but that's what we're looking at. It's not sold out. This is the top tier of football for any. Absolutely. Well controlled by one testicle donkey. But these damn people, they're being paid off a vast subscription. I don't know, yours.
What's his son for Spurs?
Goodness me. Yeah, well, you're right, Mr. C. Yeah, you have to watch on Star. Dear. So we've got with a park claim with a park fan, which ringing out across the stadium, which only, I'm afraid, goes to show there's a lot of newbies in, because this isn't the Champions League charm. I mean, I'm not saying there's rules. Well, it's koi, but yeah. Well, it's just throws back in their own half again. Throw and it's in. There's no midfield, so-called. No midfield at all. Yeah, exactly. Granville, why would you pay 50 quid play Johnson, Owen, Moali up front in the Champions League? This is supposed to be the tip-top. It is supposed to be the prestige end of the fixtures. And Field attempted half this, Jonathan didn't appear to be particularly flattered by the fact the ball was coming to him, but he never reached it.
The Pelton didn't attempted to drop there, according to the Pelton referee by Richie Van de Vet. Got the first minute 6 of the weekend. Copenhagen have welcomed Luke ahead of tonight's game. Now, that's 2 Champions League games. We've seen them lose to Karabakh and Borussia Dortmund.
This is a game, just to remind you. So, yeah, strong. This is just to remind you that and I'm using digital odds now because they're far more accessible than the previous 7-2, 4-5, 5-4 business. But this is the Champions League. We're playing Copenhagen, and they're out at late 7s, early 8s to 1, and we're dealing with a side. I mean, what is? Sorry, but Jerry Sinner's doing this. What does that mean?
Goes by Saar.
And Saar just passing again. That's the second time the ball has been totally missed. Good evening, you inverted fig. Welcome to you. On the radar. Absolutely. Good evening. Hotspur is here.
A long time to like to carry on. You keep your toss and
but yeah, it's great. And we've got this wanker fucking Vicario with singular eyeball shouting out his penis. Look, don't get me wrong, I want us to do well at my default city. But what the hell? And it's Milani. And what's he for? Has he even got a foul? He's got a yellow card, but what are Spurs going to do with it? This is the ghost of Daniel Levy, what I mean. Next Christmas, when you're sat there with the kids watching, watching the usual Christmas fair. This is Marley and Marley watching this.
Fine for us to do. Copenhagen saying, have you got the bottle to receive it to your feet? There's 2 or 3 of us behind you. And any play the managers to get through that could be really dangerous. I think that's the November Joe. It's a good test. It's don't get to that stage at this stage of the month. Yeah, you can especially you need to live in that outfit. It is fun though. That's going to be anything about the dirty.
So the commentators on the very fancy. Good evening, Woko. How are you doing? So the commentators on the equally like TNT are talking to us about the November on a moustache of the keeper, who, in my language, I would say looks like a bloody homosexual. Whistle with power, horror made the fluffy thrones let yet again. We need to see something a little bit more convincing from this guy. His numbers, if you look at his stats, and a great example of stats not telling the whole story, that's coming from me, somebody who likes stats. He's number one at this, he's number one at this, about a dozen things he's number one at in the Premier League. But he's, like I've said before, he's like a fruit hop. It's an inadequate bed. He's an inadequate sofa. Good evening, Vinny. Welcome to you. Yeah, Lord Croker, as ever, calls it right. Fucking dire. Most of them are grifters, Levy kickbacks. What is there to get excited about? And this is the thing, doom and gloom. This is me Corey, as I say it, for goodness sake. A Bazzy shot, which was pulled. It was a pulled shot.
And it was held on to by Katarski, the goalkeeper. And a lovely touch from Ben Tanker. Udogi getting through. He gets caught between getting the shot off and getting the cross. Decent effort. Good hands. The front first touches get that.
Yeah, number one, running around a headless chicken. He is not a. Oh, come on. What the hell? Oh, that's wonderful. We've gone offline.
Is that
Well, the good news is I've now watched Liverpool versus Roma, so didn't know you agree. Bear with.
Let's take more.
Well, here we are. This could possibly be the most entertaining part of the evening. Yeah, it was Udoji that was held at gun. No, there's not been a goal, has there? Has there been a goal? This is up to be the... No, there's been no goal, has it?
To help and then passes. I really know, but actually, if I had a couple of opportunities, Pedro your ball at the feet, but I thought it's a thought of that one, and what? Hit the abs out.
Go out, though. Remember, Queen, stay here for both you ODs.
Sounds.
When and Johnson.
Oh, people did, yeah. I was in the switch over. Rossi's out. Then Johnson touchdown done and packed you ended up.
But you see, this isn't what we wanted, is it?
Rush of blood to the head. Just charging off his line and made it far too easy. But Brennan Johnson went one more bit because he has just scored his first Champions League goal. That's why he had a huge smile on his face. And Tottenham Hotspur, a big collection.
Unbelievable. And how far out was that ball? Was that 10?
Dominated by a 0-0. Hanniford are second against Mansfield in the AFL Trophy. Josh Feeney has their second. What is happening at Anfield? Liverpool now is still goalless. Liverpool having to keep back.
Yeah, happening is usually this is what I don't love.
So anyway, let's see. So Fergie's first ahead, but what is the Brennan Johnson goal? It is another, one step above a tap-in. I mean, another one step ahead of a looking anyway. Wait, Beresford, I want my money back.
Aaron Paul. Yeah, it's for Cockedy. He's going to be second up to take it. The Charlton captain about to shoot and strike the ball.
Charlton are drawing 0-0 with West Brom, just in case any of you are still awake.
He judged to have little bit. The referee right behind it. He pointed straight.
Yeah, a little bit of Copenhagen magic. Yeah, sweet. Well, there we go. This is exactly what you're here for, isn't it? To absorb the wisdom of me being completely out of the fucking loop. But yeah, congratulations. 1-0 up against Copenhagen. Not particularly brilliant. Some would say mediocre side. What are we going to do with it? I know it sounds like doom and gloom, but we need to be realistic.
Suzuki.
And I'm going to be mentioning this along the way for anybody who's watching this, because I've put this one out for free. Is it worth paying for? Probably not at the moment, not the thing. But if you want a free subscription, then just ping me at Sir Harold of Hotspur at gmail.com, and I'll give you 6 months for free. I'm not proud about it. I just want everybody to be involved. Did you hear that? Sorry.
And so you do think more experienced players have some Copenhagen team.
If she could be here. So we're 21 minutes in. We're a goal to the good. But what are we watching? What have we seen? Oh, why can't you be happy? Because I'm not a moron. I wasn't dropped on my head as a child. That's why I can't be particularly happy. My default settings, I say all the time, I'm so happy. Shut up, Hotspur, you tart. You'll take what you get. Only just. But no, I mean, goodness me. I mean, this is where we are, isn't it? Right, here we go. Morani puts the ball out to her boundaries, struggling to make headway. That could have been a foul, who knows?
Next slide.
And Romero, no, the bloody game down. Because at 22 minutes, we've won, haven't we? Why should we put any pressure on ourselves or on them? Brilliant, God. Sorry, mate. I know we're not Argentina. King now.
So I'm saying it's about that. We're still going to do it time to set.
Do you hear that? From the PNV nitwit. Going to make Danny Siemens feel a lot better about that. I don't think so. I think the voices in your head are just a little bit terrifying. John Callahan, welcome.
It's seen that he can be like when he gets himself on a hot streak. Really, really dangerous player.
Goodness me. I know lots of people want lots of upbeat vibes, but goodness me. We've got a fan base where the 23rd minute are singing When the Spurs Go march in as if we've achieved anything. These are European deadbeats. This lot should be in the Europa League. They were out at 8.14 or something like that, the decimal odds this morning. Goodness me. This isn't Real Madrid playing in black. You do understand that. But if you want to get anywhere in this life, you have to play Real Madrid. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Exactly. That's bloody right. And we've now got this nitwit saying with his cross-eyed goon. Yeah, Sar is in the same league as Bentenko, which is the same non-league. Bentenko has discombobulated his hips there, like a woman in tracksuit. And who's that to? Who's that to?
Gabriel was there, slugging away, but it's only at the temporary rest time because Spurs
are incompetent. Apologies, I missed the tapping from the usual hairdresser.
From Dougie. Takes it forwards.
No, Dougie, just what with it? Asking to spend. Yeah, upbeat pride. Only for the mentally disabled. Good evening, Robert Wells. Yeah, as I say, guys, love it or hate it, but I'm giving a 6-month free subscription to anybody that emails. I could probably do it on here. So, I killed my Wi-Fi. Who could have invented it? Never mind. I think what we'll do is we'll leave it for a while. Right, here we go. Take your call with a corner, probably already a goal on your screen. Who knows? And I went to start again on the far post, but nobody was there. Why isn't Xavi Simmons taking them? Because he looked good when he was doing it. Hey.
Over the half side. To be obvious, especially put the tops in against Lee. Yeah, that's just that little bit of confidence for them to standing up, take that big heavy touch. Difficult opportunity, but another opportunity nonetheless.
Just give me some housekeeping insights. Had a bittersweet. Thank you, Jason. You're most welcome, sir, my friend. So yeah, a bit of housekeeping. Went with BT today, and my whatever it is, my thingy. So we shouldn't get from tomorrow, ironically, shouldn't get any more sort of outages during games. The building I'm in started off with like 10 people. It was now probably 50 people or something. But the comedy thing of the day was the fact that I was on the phone for 40 minutes to BT Big Boss for the pub. And then there's that, yeah, exactly, Gronville. Absolutely. Good evening, Tony Baker. No beers tonight for me, Gary. Yeah, I had a couple of beers in the pub while we were doing a bit of painting, but sometimes you just have to stay in your lane. But yeah, so I was on the phone for about 40 minutes to the bloody BT. And then the guy said, "Oh, sorry, your application's been rejected." And I thought, the credits stood, it wouldn't help. And the guy says, "Oh yeah, because there's no fire belt in that street." Well, sorry, do I work? No, I bloody well don't.
I still got it back again. What's that? I was having sealants on the towers. Oh, come on, man. Still waiting for his Tottenham goal. That's how I'm still.
Hello, Milani. Still waiting for his Tottenham goal, says the man from the TNT. Do you, babe? The only Tottenham goal he's going to get is if he does with Brennan Johnson.
Exactly.
Yeah, got Sterling for the pub. Absolutely spot on, Goldville. Got Sterling for the pub.
Just touch it, but I've got the same tattoo. So this time with the first.
Actually, Pecco and Porro, opposed to pointing, actually sort of far whatsoever. I think could have been arrested for Manchester United's feelings for it. But if you look at the post that I put out very early this morning, Brennan Johnson's discombobulated an eyebrow. Oh, mum. Old Timmer. If you could spell, mate, people might take your abuse a little more seriously. Absolute weapons. But I think Curtis is being arrested for Manchester United without too much doubt at all. And we look worse off without him. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth.
Like I say, because the pressure can build. The expectations there. If you want to be a top player at a top club, you've got to be able to.
And what's the problem is here come Copenhagen.
Suzuki.
They don't have much, but, they have the ball.
So half was completely dominated by Spurs.
Has not been completely dominated by Spurs. I don't care about possession. I care about what you achieve with it. We're 29 minutes in. We've gone through the prior tapping. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of this. Oh,
it's a crotch.
And he's got the audacity to have T. Galvin as his name. Absolute arsehole.
Some of their 19 games against England's flip side to Europe, both of them against Manchester United and achieved in Denmark, and only among two of the last 17 Champions League matches.
Well, at least Spurs fans won't be complaining. Goodness me. At least Spurs fans will have little to complain about this evening because there's so few of them in the bloody stadium. Vicario majestic by catching a ball that landed in his hands.
Especially when you dominate it like a while.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Gary. This is slim pickings. And look, here we are. We went from being in possession to this fucking state of affairs. Dear Lord. This is incompetence. Some bloody incompetence. And suddenly, Copenhagen looking like fine West Germany. Oh, here we go. I get to see the Spurs goal.
It's up to, like I say, it was a difficult angle once he got there, but it's just super cool, eh? But like his stories after it games. Very, very calm.
Lots of 60 quid missing. And what's hilarious is that this pothole from CNC says it's a difficult angle. I mean, what was he, the black guy in the movie where it was a difficult angle. It's embarrassing for the film that from Stolen Carl. And here we go. Spurs defense crumbles again because we're having to pass to each other. You're absolutely right. It's terrible. It's terrible. There's no other word for it.
Just doesn't quite feel like his position yet.
Brian Johnson holding his hands up as if nobody's seen him.
Yeah, the Spurs Champions League goal tonight. Obviously, a really big moment for
Yeah, Tyrone's barking, 100%. Go on, Jason. Who was it? That Spurs should have signed. Put us out of our misery. Papa Sar. Breaking right the wind. That's what Spinal Tap told us, didn't they? Ah, Diaz. Yeah, a player that Spurs should have signed. Because it's 33 minutes in. And all the stuff that come out since came, and there's a lot of stuff that I can't go into because I'd get arrested by the Thought Police. It's all down to bloody Daniel Levers. And we're getting a little bit silly. You see the video that I put up with our curb faller friend. Dear Lord. Simmons is impotent. I'd be well, I wouldn't be fascinated. I'd be depressed. I'd be depressed to see what his data ratings are like. Yeah, I'll make you right, Hotspur. The footballing IQ of this side is desperately low. And the real part of it is the side effect is that we've got Ricky Van der Ven, whose IQ is shrinking because of he's catching stupid from people that are in the same shirt as him. And the good news is we're having wagon wheels to yeah, Simmons looks like he's massively out of his depth. I like him. I want to believe in him. But my belief needs to be evidence-based, opposed to, oh, go on, baby. Yeah, David played Davison guy. And I apologise for making the third quarter reference, which is goodness. I even heard, just to show what a banal, stupid comment make. I've even heard that came out of some of the Spurs that he was set up. But who knows? Chris Muir, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, a man from Malvern. Well, a few people I've ever had a chat with who's done his bloody homework. Well, the trouble is, Duncan, we don't have forwards that know anybody else in the side. Van Event stumbling around like a bloody Bambi. Absolutely shocking. 40-24 as well in the process. This is a tough division, Hotspur. You're absolutely right. It's a tough division. Tough physically, tough mentally. And the press coverage you get is ridiculous. I put the press coverage on a par with Italy, and we don't have people that are up to it. Well, look, Croker, it's curious enough you mentioned that they privately hate each other. I think it's pretty evident. Pretty bloody evident. With previous sides of Tottenham Hotspur. But, as I've said, the culture, the ID, the face, of a big league comes from the boardroom. And until they get rid of this Lindsay thing, there was stuff. I mean, that is shocking. I mean, Odegaard is shite. I wouldn't give him the ball if it was made of water and he was on fucking fire. But that ball from Dimmers was shocking. Absolutely shocking. But we do look in the attacking third, which is an optimistic phrase, we do look seriously naive. Or impotent, as the word may be. 37 minutes in. Oh, don't seem the day too long. Shocking ball. And it was absolutely lefty in solitary. Yeah, Odegaard, if you send him down the road for a bag of chips, you'd never see him again. He might come back with an ice cream or something in a couple of days. It's all right. Porro showing us from I mean, this is the embarrassing thing. Copenhagen aren't very good. The bookies didn't get it all wrong. But yeah, we're still waiting. I mean, what the? Did you see that in the replay of the shot or the clearance on goal? Martin Johnson actually leaning away from the bloody ball. But of course, if you say anything unpleasant about him, then you're a homophobe. I mean, goodness me. I think we need some of Chris V's testosterone dispatched to the stadium immediately. But who addresses this stuff? Who addresses this stuff? Oh, wow. That's going to be one of the weakest free kicks. Weakest yellow cards I've ever seen. Good evening, Richard. Yeah, Milani getting... There was a little bit of touchy-feely. Well, in fact, he did do it 3 times. I repent and redact my previous decision. Look at the state of it. Bloody moustache. It's funny, he has a comedy moustache, but the Copenhagen goalkeeper has a homosexual moustache. They make light of it. Welcome to the world in which we live. This is pretty listless stuff, I have to say. Why can't you be more positive? More cautions in goal, Mr. Shaw has it right. He directed the football and no strikers. Bloody hell. I appreciate where streamers on my lab here. Good evening, Jimbo. You're very welcome, sir. But Milani's shot there, it wasn't even close. It was just dreadful. He managed to hit the guy's water bag with his glove bag. Just rubbish. It's rubbish is what we got. Oh, no, it's Frank's fault. That was Frank's fault. He's shit. And the reason he hit it that way It's because somebody put their skin in front of it. Oh no, it's the stream. Absolutely bloody hope. Absolutely bloody hope.
We lost him. Oh, that was time to have the team on there at the Stamos. He just wanted to steal the ball down to the back of the net. And Randall Collins, he's just like,
He spilled the goalkeeper's pint.
I'm not saying that just based on that figure, but just in general. He looks like he's desperate to get his first goals. It's all the time, just a goal. And one needs to absolutely.
See, who is this fellow? Rome needs to go in for him. Perhaps he should deserve it going in for him, opposed to turning a shooting opportunity into a clearance. I just said yes. We're cheerful. Fucking hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. Another skinning that isn't any bloody good. Did you hear that? The involvement of Travis Seaman, he's been really good. In what fucking respect? In what universe? You're sounding like a female footballer. Sorry. I'm allowed to say.
You because for parts of you give you an advantage every single day to be courageous.
This guy's off his rocker. What can he create for her? Yeah, I agree with you, Woko. We've got to get rid of Lang. He's part of the fucking problem, 100%. Yeah, Dad, 16 bloody years of watching this, and I mean, I'm a little bit behind you because I'm a spring chicken, but yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's nothing new here. It's the same slapdash approach to the bloody football team. And look at this. We got Ravnica giving a hospital pass, which means you'll end up in bloody hospital, to a guy, and then pointing down the middle of the park. Why didn't you put it there? Yeah, I tell you what, there's as much mould coming out of this own host's mouth as there is coming out of the walls in the cellar of my bloody pub. Which apparently is quite normal. Which is, you know, oh, here we go. Lost the bloody thing again. Well, this is a brief respite, isn't it? You know, from the awfulness of it all. There we go. Back in business. But unfortunately, this time around, we didn't get a few frail part. And everything is Joe Hart. Bloody hell! I have no idea. I don't recognise his voice. He's so gross, so vanilla.
So the message I'm sure at half time.
Yeah, bloody
It's a lovely fit out of here, and I'm Toto. It's not how you used to be.
This guy looks like he might do something. Yeah, he's really shit. We should sign him. Dreadful. Bless the Copenhagen fans. Not only are most of them, well, a fair chunk of them naked from the waist up. No, I've done a deal. Well, actually, last week, I've done a deal with a supplier of booze whereby we can get a third off. So we're going to have to pay. You can't get away with the fire thing in the pubs anymore. I mean, I was aware that they used to come into pubs and say, that's a £6,000 fine, and they just pay cash out the till. I mean, nobody gave a damn. But it's only when they started making the price of a house that people paid attention to. But now we're going to have a football on in the Mason Newman's Gunmakers Arms in B4 in Birmingham, 5 minutes walk from Snow Hill, 10 minutes walk from New Street. We're going to be a go-to hub for the Villa fans before after the game. And for Spurs fans coming to Birmingham to play either Aston Villa or to play West Brom or, you know, Wolverhampton Wanderers or Birmingham City, I like it, in the cup or whatever. Then yeah, I will be hosting Spurs games. Yeah, so we're going to have nice Wi-Fi, nice TVs, and this game is giving me an headache.
It sounds
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we've got a deal. They've got a deal which probably some of you are familiar with that. Morani, absolutely worth his weight in polystyrene chips. Just insane.
so beautifully taken.
I hate to be nice clearance by Morani there. That was yeah, come up and grab the control, officer on deck. Morani looking like he was robbed in some respects. Perry Johnston, what he doing? Giving me 5 from Bern. Get off the bloody park, get into the dressing room, and get incentivised and motivated to do something decent in the second half. Absolutely hopeless. Absolutely bloody hopeless.
He's brought to you by MasterCard. Und weißt du, was ich jetzt lieb? Bestimmt Partner.
Yeah, Lionel Messi looks more convincing handing out bids to children. Oh my God, there's never top of Hotspur Stadium. Incorporating the man himself. Kicking us through. Right, I'm going to make coffee. I would leave you to shout and threaten each other amongst yourselves, and I'll see you in a couple of moments.
On TNT Sports.
Like Mickey Bell Arden's ancient beast. Maybe it's time for an extraordinary glimpse of the oldest of stories. A taste of excitement. A walk in step with history. Raise our spirits with old friends and new. Subscribe Arden's ancient beast. There are rules and vessels that take everything to cover. Here, good dedicated business teams will always give out to support you. Always. Because the best businesses never stop beginning. Think of almost begin. Just watching listeners burn. All tech is service usually. In the same range of hybrid crossovers. Find out how you can get 4K your way today on financing or as a trade-in bonus. Nissan, buy ordinary. Max watered meals are always on the menu with tasty deals at Dole stores. Plan your entire week with many and lots of your favorite meats and most delicious seafood. You'll be spoiled for choice with any treat for just €10. Better yet, you can save even more with your 10 off 50 badge. Don't stress. Always better value.
They're off. Oh, the waiting wheels are off. I have instead a more succulent delicacy, Tesco muffin. Yeah. downstairs for dancing. Yeah, this isn't working at all. Anyway.
Then you start your hobby, 3 months of pay, 3 months of pay.
I am Joe Brand. I am Joe Brand.
Pay credit account and pay no interest.
This is shocking. This is shocking. The football isn't even bloody on, and I can't stand it. No, it's not Red Mountain. This is actually, I can let you into a small secret here. I might get this thrown out the magic circle. This is Marks and Spencer's Brazilian coffee, which is actually pretty good, opposed to most of their coffee, which is bloody awful. That has to be said. No, Gary, I'm definitely Joe Brand. Yeah, Hotspur is absolutely inconsistent, disciplined, someone with a killer pass required, balls to take on a player. I mean, but if you listen to Joe Hart, we're all good.
Modern Hotels. It starts here.
What's new? How are you? How are you? How are you all now? Look at that. What's that though?
No, I haven't seen a Muffin Man, and I appreciate the latter verses of that song not being shared on this family channel. Although we can do what the fuck we want on here, in truth. Oh, the light's gone a bit because of the adverts are visual.
Today.
That's not scary.
We make it easy to start your
That's
Talk with us or talk to your financial broker or advisor.
Well, first of all, I'm allowed to wear velour in my own front room. I think that's illegal, even under a Labour government. But that's one of Mason Newman's finest bits of work. And I know money doesn't count for anything, but that's £3.5 grand. Well, no.
The big thing is Indian woman and she's down under. I think I need to change that. I think it's great to survive things on fire. The 21st of November, we'll have live coverage of the entire.
I'm so pleased with the way things are going. Couldn't be happier.
I want the £20 from Charlie. This is beautiful.
Wow. They're endorsing this message.
I'm just a great ball in. That's why Simmons has been brought to the club to hit passes like that. But Colour's got to score that. I mean, that's an easy header. It's not above him. He's not fighting for it. That's food and drink to a striker, and it's so important to get a mark. And he hasn't. And he's waiting for that goal.
Controversial take. For those of you able to see more, you've seen there. It's a lot of break.
It's another chance.
But Ben Hughes has got a purple tint. Ben Hughes? Hoddle has got a purple tint. That's not a great look, my friend.
So far, so good for the Spurs. From the score sheet, it's 1-0 from the Cassie. Brennan Johnson is Johnny Simmons, the assist barely. You just saw this here. Now it's time.
If you got a lost account, you won't certificate saved, but your partner.
Change.
There we go, Joe Brand. Man, you bet. Horrible bastards.
Brand new James May shed load of ideas. Starts Tuesday, 11th of November, Minecraft.
We were Connor's festival parents. They were out playing the new Call of Duty Black Ops. So, what does the accident do this time? It seems that Tanner has been organising an underground fight club for the janitors. Our Tantan would never.
Yeah, Glenn Hugh. Well, I know what I keep saying, but old bloody Glenda. That's a weird look. I mean, tell me.
You don't understand. It was just a people in this room. You and Colin and Leah are all lying to me. I honestly didn't see this coming.
Absolutely spot on. It is a Phyllis purple rinse from Coronation Street. Absolutely spot on, sir.
Merry Christmas! It's an awful quick from office. What? I'm in for it. He's back. Oh, there's no doubt about the tree, thanks.
Purple lights or diamond lights? That's the question. Officer on deck, Jeff Coley. Good evening, sir. Welcome to you. You're just in time to catch more of the grief and the doom and gloom.
Shall I put this down here then? Yeah, just this fine. I'll let rest.
Morrison's making more at Christmas. Every era needs its space. Oh, good. Because now you can sell all sorts of pre-loved items with Vintage new categories.
Can you change the font colour on the typeface while on the cream wall is very hard to read? Well, the way I'm looking at Gonville, it's across my Joe Brand velour. So it's very easy to read. But it's fucking Christmas music, isn't it? Because it's bloody Morrison's doing the old Come Hither. I can't change the typeface on this, I'm pretty sure I can't. But I will look at it, because I think orange ordinarily beats everything. But I will look at it, I promise to have a look at it. If I try to do it now, we're all stuffed.
Take one step ahead. The all-new iPhone 17 Pro.
That's more like it. A bit of coffee.
Deserves the best network. You don't say no. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably the way. I'm not sure how you do that exactly, but what's fun with that?
Ting is smart. She uses Wise to send and spend money overseas. Ting has gone.
So, what are your thoughts on the second half? Because this is the point I've been making all day, and I know it's boring, but what would you do differently? Is there a tactical shift that would change the way the outcomes of this particular team? I'm not sure there is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a born again Thomas Frank fan, but I'm struggling to see how you would make it all better again. I'm really struggling. Red card for Diaz by all accounts. To pit me, old son. Lord Kroger back from the cocktail bar that is underneath his suit. Jeff Coley tells us EVH bit better but so slow building up. Carlo Whatnot has missed 2 sitters. Xavi looks better with his pace, no serious pressing. Yeah, 100%.
That's cricket.
Absolutely 100%. This is a very mid-tempo game. And I'm going to go back to it again because I always do, because I prefer facts over feelings. My default settings are want Spurs to win. But the bookmakers had us 6.5 points ahead of this mob.
Game goal number 2, PSG and Burnley, and then another half specifically.
Gary, I think our player got up with broken heart. That's the time.
Now, picking the ball off the Banquinhos, but he wasn't done there, so he still had a show, and that's for all the right reasons. Because
that's actually possible. And the first thing Christmas calendar. Yes, we might do our first salty Christmas calendar. Plenty of sauce, no content.
in the second half. And we are in our lives games at the moment. It is Spurs.
Their goalkeeper worries. But I'm very confident of my own sexuality, so I shouldn't really say that. But it looks like one of your lot. Oh, great. Pedro Porro is giving, what? Safeguarding advice to Brendan Johnson? Jeff Cody's going back to his seat. I get it, Jeff. You're just talking to us while you're in the queue. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. Gonville's in for August. Any more bids? Any more bids? So, what are we going to get from the Spurs bench? I don't see there being any going answers there. Blue Oyster Alert on table 4. Blue Oyster Alert. Yeah, Mr. C, you're absolutely right. I suspect that we might ride this one out and get the win, which nobody would complain about, but who's actually bloody enjoyed it. And look how slow they are out the traps to the posh seats.
Few chances.
I wonder if this goalkeeper of Copenhagen and Joe Hart have, any mutual contacts on their grinder profiles. So, no, here we go. No. Oh, poor old Brennan Johnson struck by a football. Oh, Lord, no.
Almost a perfect start to the second half for Spurs.
Oh no. Brennan Johnson, oh no, came into contact with another footballer. And then, oh, it hurts. Mummy, it hurts. Dear God. I'll help you with your splinters, Brendan. Dear Lord. I'm going through because I'm a certain vintage, which is to say, incredibly old. I'm going through my only shoulders, which normally kicks in around about that. It's early tonight. It's at half time.
One of the opportunities was they've got Dennison just posted from those back to long throws, 3 kicks, 4-2, 1979 all over again. One of the others would be one dinner in Palm Sweats every night. We'd be every James Dawn.
Remember, Mr. Seeley, remember when Joe Hart dressed as like a U-boat captain? Yeah. Every night. Dear me. Well, listen, I'm here to have my mind changed. As it is, I'm getting enormous vibes of we're going to ride this one out from the Spurs lot.
The Champions League resumes tonight.
Yeah.
One of the signs of those games, confident, excited, feeling.
Right, here comes Spurs again. Brendan Johnson, who appears to be allergic to grass, people, and oxygen. Over hit Bolton. Sammy Simmons, the kids on the pitch, but to what end? What purpose? Yes, Godwell, I think you're right. I suspect that was a Dolce & Gabbana fashion mistake to maker that he was getting involved in there. Oh, fuck's sake. It's just tedious. But the good thing is, we're not on YouTube, so I can swear, and generally be appalling. And only you will judge me. But I'm quite happy with the numbers, actually. quite happy with the numbers. Yeah, it's not as good as the YouTube, but we are what we are. And I did it. I prefer you cunts. But we did one on. I did one. Sorry, the royal we isn't helpful, is it? But I did one on YouTube, and they picked up some of the telly in the background, and they hit me with a copyright violation. So don't provoke me with say cunt. I can do it all day.
Positioning performance, I suppose, at the moment for Tottenham. Yeah, it doesn't look very secure, does it? I do like it when Solanke's up.
He thinks Joe Hart just said, I think Solanke has been excellent. Compared to what? Talk about stealing it. Oh, it's okay. Sorry. I apologise. For everything I've ever said about Spurs. Richarlison is warming up. Christ. Yes. I am transitioning into Joe Brand. Sorry about the beard, but hers is bigger, but mine's hoping to grow. That's all I can tell you. Right, here we go. Oh, Pedro Porro's managed to concede possession, the fucking monkey. Dear Lord. This is, honestly, the amount of money that has to be spent in January alone. We're very, very fortunate to be fourth at the moment. And anybody who thinks otherwise is deranged. Now, just watch this goal kick, which you probably already has happened, transpired by now. But look at the pressure we've brought on ourselves. And where does the ball go? It goes to... Oh, hello. Wow! There we go! The bear has scored! The bear has scored, and he is a man amongst men. Goodness me. This is the greatest game of football I have ever witnessed in my entire life. And the homosexualist in goal for Copenhagen. Yeah, watch the monkey comics, Gary, you bloody marsupial. Well, this is the greatest game of football I've ever seen, and it's the greatest Spurs game I've ever seen. The finesse. No, Fuller's touch was good. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, this is Mickey Mouse, Big Donald Duck. Neither of them are Elvis Presley.
That's taken totally in a very difficult situation.
Wow, more wisdom from Joe Hart. It was a decent. He brought the ball down well, but went Fiona Winks. But come on, the Blue Oyster Club goalkeeper looking a little bit shortchanged there. What the Mick was that? Dear me. And he gets no hand touchy scene like that.
Let's go on the season for order to survive the 8 matches in the first half.
Gary's doing the two monkeys with the hands over the eyes. What's happened here? Is this a super duper retaliation move here from Copenhagen?
Looking at the sky. For the fans, when you see their set of forwards closing down, don't get a little contact up. Keeping calm, rushing it. And the Spurs doing what you say. Accepting the chip, so I stood next to you, but it's going to look like to the shoot. Oh, difficult. The tap like that.
So it's now, I think you are 6. This This is pretty diabolical football. I am going. There are Benderinos. Right, I am going to do something absolutely remarkable. No, I'm not going to put the phone down. I am going to get another cupcake because that's the way I roll.
Task not have a great deal to do, but when he first sets it with involved, he's not quite doing that. Yeah, and that's where you get judged at. Yeah. That's going well for Tasky. Don't worry about that. It's back off those on this.
Good evening, Benders and fellow goalkeepers. Tesco's bog standard muffin here is blueberry. And do you know something? I'd almost be tempted to give them an entire pound. No beer for tonight. I had a couple earlier, but I was working in the old Rubber Dub Dub. So almost Joe Brand hits some muffins. You can't keep the muffins away from the brand moisture. No, I had a couple while I was working, but I'll be honest with you, I think because we've got another exposed brick. You didn't want to hear it. You asked, so I'm giving it to you. The exposed brickwork is only if you use the old graffiti tags. The sealed brickwork doesn't work with the paint. The paint gets very messy. I don't understand why they care why. So it's costing us a little bit more, but we're getting it right, and I'm enjoying it. But I have got a hunger. Whoa.
He's selling me this about. What do you think, Jared? Do you think he's going to send it off? Technically, the invalid letter of the law. That still doesn't want to do.
Hopefully, Brennan Johnson does go off, so we don't have to watch his perverse ways.
Oh, well, I don't think don't think he intends to make contact. Just bags us up. It's just a little works and concentration. Put yourself in a situation you don't believe.
Here we go. He's going to do the old square thing. Yeah. Oh, Keith. I'm going to get my laptop.
So, talk a second or to take those two first. Because they set off. So he's hard to need that. Tottenham did not need that.
Thomas Frank did not need that. That's what they're saying. Oh, guess what? Nobody cares.
She's a really cheese. Tornadoes, diaries, and all. Looks like it's the poster for the club. It's good to have a way to see, but they don't know that very often. So if it's good, it's only what I say here.
Here we go. Hey.
When a strong unfair contact with the opponent's left outcome, which clearly endangered the safety of his opponent. So there is the reason that's been given by Bram van Driessen, the video assistant referee, so we're all clear as to the wording and exactly what we saw. Yep, I don't even technically argue with it. There you see it on the big screen that is saved to understand. So avoidable, so avoidable. And in fairness to Brennan Johnson, I think he's just made the side tackle.
Okay, Gary, nice try. But no, that's for the late show, which you haven't paid for the premium access to.
Why are you even thinking about making that challenge based on the fact that
50 days? The results are back from whoever the hell it is.
I think he football playing was long gone. On the instant back to the Kirsten Hahn and the Achilles. It's a decision to be made. So the camera for now is going to stay on. We've got a stretch of his power still, so a signal use if the still delaying is getting anyone to tip them down. So he's going to be coming on after I went car, and it's going to shot us too much. The answer to the decision being made, not trying to stand out the circumstances, but not look like it could be a nightmare to us.
I'm not sure what the hell is wrong with Vicario. Good evening, Shakespeare. Officer on deck. No, I've got no idea what's wrong with the car. That reminds me somewhat of the Martignoli era, where players were quite keen to get substituted or swapped out or, you know, couple into the physio room. Mm. And this muffin is a bit of a disaster. It's on half and half on itself. But you know, these are the vagaries of buying past their sell by date baked goods. And that's what we're up for. Right, we're bringing on Palhinha, presumably for the ineffectual Xavi Stinners, who looks heartbroken, bless her.
Yeah, people understand the actual galaxies. And the affection is given to the Tottenham supporters significant because a victim of the Spurs fans still like I said in those episodes. Oh, he's keen to do. Still keen to do. And like I say, the Tottenham players, that's not to trust him.
This Salisbury muffin, I have to say, I had one yesterday. It was exceptional. I give it 8 out of 10. This one, kept in a state-of-the-art refrigeration environment, has glossy cloth. Turned into a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah. Lots of advice to thinking. Thanks for the taste of buds, yeah.
No, Gary, if you're enormous, muffins don't ring count. They're almost calorie free. Colour Morani, it's shit. Good evening, V. Yeah, exactly, Gonville. Exactly. He's not taking Sherry off because he's been exceptional. He's taking him off because he's been pointless.
You bugging. It's a game now. I haven't got to yet. Yeah, it will be. Talk about anything that definitely side part. For a while, just look like sort of confidence now. It's like a turns through.
No, it didn't look anywhere close to being even partially full of confidence. He looked like what he is, too bored. Apologies for me shouting through my muffin, but the muffin was unsatisfactory and it may as well have been brought to us by Daniel Ludi.
Yeah, intelligent player. Here's the one here.
Yeah, it is. But you know, it's just extraordinary. It's just extraordinary, Gonville, because who the hell is... You see, if we were watching this on a text feed from the BBC or somebody else that was unreliable, we'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, you know. But we're actually watching this shite. And shite it is. We need to call things for what they are. Yes, Spurs are winning 2-0. Yes, it's in the Champions League. But are Copenhagen any good? No, they're bloody not. Do Spurs look credible? Do Spurs look like a side that are going to cause Manchester United problems on the weekend? No, they do not. No, they absolutely do not. And if they do, it's because Manchester United are having an existential crisis.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to like this lot with that and Johnson because I just no, didn't need to happen. It's given this team a good opportunity.
Oh, the next month it's going to be as bad as the previous month. There's no two ways about it. No two ways about it. Oh, Van der Ven staging a one-man show here. Wow! That is a goal. That's a Champions League goal. Nobody gives a flying fuck who that was against. That was a sensational piece of brilliance. That's right up there with Gareth Bale taxi for Michael, because nobody gives a fuck. It was just inspired and wonderful.
Physical displays that same voice like, oh, John, serious.
Well, he'll have redeemed himself with the urgency most of his excellent pitch after the Sandstone game. But yeah, absolute rock and roll. Absolute rock and roll. Proper footballer doing proper footballer things. And he's on 50 bloody grand a month. Rubbish money. Or a month or whatever the fuck it is. This is extraordinary. This is really good. Oh, you're watching. Oh, you're watching Real Madrid. You're right, Mr. Callahan.
Champions League quality is up there.
But you this. That movement, that move was Champions League. Despite the rest of the bloody game, this has not been Champions League. It's not been even near Champions League.
There against Burnley when he starts through and fits for the plum. Something got wrong, you don't see centre backs doing it. Well. There's that to it all. It healed Vicario's Harrison.
No, you're absolutely right, Conville. I got some quotes. I'm not sure. I might put them out later on. Probably about time expired then. But I got so distracted in the pub. But one of previous managers, exactly. If you don't eat your muffins, Sid. If you don't eat your muffins. But Goose Hitting said that this business of coaches going out onto the piss is a double-edged sword, and fight whatever anybody in the club might be telling you to do. Just shake hands with your opposite number and fuck off. Get back in the changing room.
Just do a goal. There's not saying anywhere.
Here we go. Here we go again. Now Romero's at it. That's the great ball from Romero. That's it. Helena score. It's 4-0. This is by no exaggeration a rout. And do you know the best part of it was that Richarlison is still on the sidelines. Show us your muffins. This isn't doing anything for the this isn't doing anything for equal rights for men with moustaches and heavily adorned neck tattoos. I can tell you that much. That's a quality ball there to make the goal. Kick your ass across that park. Is it offside? That's not so much. No, I'm not sure it is. No, well, it might be. I don't know. Who cares? No, staying with you, think buzzing, say, please. Oh, to his face, looking mildly fascinating. So this is good. This is 4-0. It's fun. But I'm allowed to say what the hell I want. But we're not playing a particularly good side, and we're not playing particularly good football. We've had two freak of nature goals. One goal arguably was less. And I just don't know. Oh, here comes Tomas again. Ooh. It's saved by the Prince Albert of the goalkeeper. Yeah, it was Prince Alberted it to safety there. Tremendous. Well, hopefully we do get some confidence from it. I mean, goodness me, we deserve something.
So they're going to get Texas here. Well, Victor Thompson, the captain, is coming on. As long as doing that, yeah, then you start to get centre back at the weekend. Smells of another those still full 56 taps up.
Just Arsenal friend of mine saying, "What the fuck? It's 4-0." I said, "Yes, mate, it's on the telly." Yeah, a younger Charles Bronson. Bender for the rescue. Yeah, this crowd is going to be very late getting onto the buses and trains this evening because again, that Mickey Van with it. Oh look, the first band decided to join in. Why is that? Because there was something worth watching.
What a night.
What a night. He comes first again, Sar falls over, that will come to nothing. With 20 very long minutes to go for SP Copenhagen at this stage. Very, very, very long minutes. And now Spurs are just playing it like, you know.
Sent off after 55 to by 67 Spurs into the delay for 2-0.
I'd have Moroni to get one. I don't think he would score from a penalty kick with an open goal. But then I would say that was a miserable son of a bitch. But, you know, who knows? Adam Gordon, good evening, sir. Where have you been? Explain yourself immediately.
Just trying to piece that together. See.
Yeah, there's the quote of the night, kids, from Son of Gugu. What the fuck, boys? He's right. He's absolutely bloody right. So Mickey Van Veen is now campaigning to be the new chairman.
You did not want to deal with that scene to this.
Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Oh, no, the credit. Yeah, of course he will. Little cross-eyed, micro-eyeball motherfucker.
Cornelius.
Yeah, Copenhagen players cheering up to get off the path at this stage. Cheering up. Oh, God almighty. Right, if this isn't worth a goal, I don't know what is. Richarlison who's entering the fray. It looks like Fence is there, and it looks like Danso is there. Oh, that's great to see Richarlison fraying to his invisible friend.
You don't get the gas man to trust it.
Well, yeah, Bastard. He just took a diabetes kit. Stay tuned. Should have done this at half time, really, but
Susie, holy shit, it's the content of that to stay like Jay. Indirect plastic plug-in. I'm going to fully expect to press for Romero to become a centre forward and Rex plastic plug-in. It's almost like it's the opposite. Become more practical. I'm looking at his face here. The terminal's going to do it. He's like, okay, you can't daisy to it. No, I'm saying that was a Thomas fantastic pass. I think it was the highest. Doing wrong. Oh my word. Yeah, we see Romero actually dances offside. So I'm glad to see that this is. It's kind of well. It's all about the angles, isn't it? You know, the answer you sometimes get when you're banging line, it looks different. It was an excellent finish, actually, on the stretch. Yeah. Starts 4-0 with 17 minutes left. One of the best goals you will see still tonight. Streamers have to take the key off the Copenhagen.
Yeah.
He's getting in the over is coming. Yes.
He is. He's got to look for another bloody plug.
Well, that was the camera for the cameras. Need to sound fancy clear. It's just not start flagging. I always thought, when I thought mistaken, that golden cocktail could have been a golden statue in a clown bottle. But I think if Mickey got the event carries on like this, we can have a golden Van de Ven on the top of this stand roof here. I've actually been up there and got there on Bill Rock top. It's fine. It's really fun. I look fancy that. Glenn said to me that when he was an apprentice at White Hart Lane, they had to clean it. Yeah. True story. Am I making it up? Is there an airline for a little dent in it from Gaza? I don't know. I think that was past Glenn's time as well. I think I was just slightly bringing it. It's not right. I think Glenn used to clean it. That was one of his jobs, he said, when they were at White Hart Lane, it was on the roof. So the mother changed. I brought a Brazilian thing after you don't see a place. It's children on the Thursday for last story. So 4-0 to that. The last time, the only other time was first trying to bait his team. They beat Oldbull 3-2 in the UEFA Cup tie at White Hart Lane. And Vetborough still most back then. As the Suzuki process to multiple neediness to just to set to the third. Cooking of the same is tired. But then that's a very positive. Didn't say David of Steve Middleton. And
Yeah, this looks interesting.
the second time, top history, mostly playing.
Thought from VDV being the best flange here, including silverware. I don't really rate the silverware because I'm miserable. And with the term worst sides that we played in that dreadful season. But it's very difficult to know. Just bear with you a moment.
Jesus. I'm telling you, team. Very true. But the doctor 10, man. It just kicked on from the moment Brandon Glass out, showing that red card.
Right, we have got a challenging problem, I fear.
That's the question. Get in the studio and ask you if you clean the top front as an apprentice. I'm not opening up. Because he put the air rifle dip on.
Oh, hang on. That involves something. Bear with me.
And he's needed as much of the pitch. Just goes back his business, shielding that backfield. This is fuck off. It's convenience to the backheel that only to touch our top.
Right, that should see us through the dying embers of this footballing feast. Don't forget your Joe Brand memorabilia is available from the. Yeah, fucking right.
The someone on first aid, Dawson Airport, Johnston, Holiday, Van der Ven, and Tabini.
He's done him again. He's done the off. Dirty bastard. Dirty. No, that's my previous muffin wrapper, but thanks very much, lads, for the confidence. That's enormously appreciated. There we go. We've got juice. And who's this? Dane Scarlett coming on with 12 minutes, which for him is, oh dear, this bloody phone has gone wonky wonk again. Oh, no. I think it is actually charged. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes. Great finisher. A really sharp finisher. I've watched his career since.
Oh, this is tremendous. We're now getting the best of Joe Hart, the very best of Joe Hart, telling us how great he's telling McCann. No, this is so Joe Brand. The Joe Brand gag is very good. I've actually got a black version of this, which I think might be a little bit less. No, it's just Joe Brand, isn't it? It's more brown. Oh God. Dear me. I mean, how many people would actually recognise Scarlett if they walk past him in the street? That's what I would suggest, anyway. Hey, see what a man of mine, and it's moving around with a few muffins in him. I tell you what. Wait a man. Yeah, sure. Let's see Lancashire. And let's see the other lad, for goodness sakes. You know, the other lad. You must know him.
Yeah, good from Victoria. Just a good, quiet game tonight. Very organised, very neat and tight.
Yeah, Donnelly. And who's the other guy? Was it Luca Barnett Williams or Williams Barnett or something? He looks sharp. I mean, the thing is, I understand you've got to protect the players, but what are you protecting them from? Are you protecting them from disaster, or are you protecting them from reality? And if reality and disaster are the same thing, and we need to lose this down Arabian minds. That's just the straightforward truth. Yeah, it's Luca. Is it Luca or Lucas Williams? But it doesn't matter. But you know,
That was a cucumber. Do you know what really annoys me? This is what Colin Quack's lyrical about brilliant goal. A brilliant goal, a great strike, bang the benefits to play. Talk about it, and then someone just at the end of it goes, give Bill a moment. There you go. That's how I start pronouns. Absolutely. Let's have the television feed of the serious danger. When it goes by, Salah does the ball to Spurs. Mr. Armstead didn't quite get in the control. Might get a second goal at it though. Obviously, Copenhagen, the bodies are down the ball. There's the situation very quick again. Then they put the furthest by him tonight. Torrent.
yeah, Spurs have 10 men, but you know, kind of effortlessly going through the last 10 minutes or so. Oh my lord! Yeah, Richarlison looking for a bit of a on the watch there, but he's not going to get it, of course. But he has perfected the art of looking a little bit shortchanged, haven't we all? Yeah.
Don't know if to some of us, that's not what those shouts again. It was still very fast to make it fine. Yeah, youthful, good movement, just can't quite get down on it. Good header. It's really good. Probably very good at sending.
Underestimated many people 10 men. Richarlison have his depth again.
Don't forget your seats up on the get the weekend, 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. Spurs against Manchester United in the Premier League. TMT towards 1 and Discovery Plus. And as you see, this weekend coming up in the Quarter Mason series, with 6 matches exclusively live across TNT Sports and Discovery Plus, including a stay-down at Norwich between Scotland and the All Blacks, followed by England against Fiji at the Allianz Stadium. That's all to come. The ball in the crowd could be trying to get the ball now. Here's the 10 steps. To lead it.
Richarlison reassuringly shite since the day he fell out of his mother.
Richarlison's really unhappy with himself. Fix himself between the defenders. Brilliant service. You aren't many the right positions in the 20 years since Otaro. Picked his man out brilliantly there.
Well, there's a so true lesson for us all. Don't type with one hand, kids.
Right here.
Dense stars.
So there's a basic ball not far away. And steps. Some live rare.
'86 minute in. It looks like this is, it's just kind of gone the way it's gone. I mean, I'm not trying to hit you with any great philosophy here, but it looks like Spurs are, they can't play with 10 men forever. Oh, this has gone very jumpy, hasn't it? But, we'll see. But this is a tremendous scoreline, no two ways about it. But what does it mean in the scheme of things? You took me to the wrong guy. If you want me to get super, super excited, I'm pleased. I am pleased. Don't get me wrong. I am immensely pleased. But I'm just struggling to see where the magic is of this. But we've got to do this, and we've got to get through. If we can limp through this tournament, that's what we're doing. We're limping through until January. But then we need to go out and we need to get an Ivan Toney. We need to go and get somebody who's on the same page as Kudus. Because if we don't, we're in a world of pain. Absolute world of pain. Dear me.
He breaks all the way to Suzuki on the other side, works it in then towards the wing. He's the stillness in there and then defended on the block just to show that maybe the 2.5 minutes to play a 4-0 lead, they're still going to make sure they do the defensive work. Yeah, the work's not done to Tottenham. I don't mean this game. Of course they don't in this game, but I mean as a progression, as a season going into a big game, Manchester United at home. Things seem to bring really important. It's just, okay, for a potential penalty, but check over. It should be very grateful. To make my chest sense to Spurs. Just as his first again, though, he killed him in there. Professor Toro. Was very close to his body. Like I say, it would be just best times little wins. So it's got to be cool to see us.
We've still got that god awful King flag in the corner. Still waiting for you, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis family, whoever the hell you are. I think we're going to. If this referee has got any self-respect, any cognizance at all, we don't need any time here. This game is done and dusted and well over. Jed Spence is making a claim for fame here, but he screwed up his ball in. It was an in-swinging ball and it didn't go further than the man in front of him. But, you know, he's got his England call up. He's a superhero. Wow. There we go. The vicar outwitting one of Europe's leading lights.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is. They will check the world, you know. Every year, maybe this not be the only game they're losing. Oh, from Ricky Van der Vet, you'll see that over and over again. More importantly, all the clean sheets go with it. Just that, the street at home, I think that's got on. This Toro, seen a good game, you seen? Suzuki, Mr. Sunrise Star.
Right, Scarlett's managed to get the ball through here, but he's just ran out of bloody steam. If he gets the penalty, I think it is a penalty. Is it? I don't know. I'm just watching the game. How would I know? Yellow card. Yeah, looks like it probably is. Yeah, it is. I think it pretty much is. It probably is. It almost certainly is. But he's looking so delighted that he's got so relieved he's got a penalty. But is he going to be allowed to take it? Or has he not got a penalty?
Danzo was saying he'd done a good job. Didn't go over any stripes. Really sharp play.
I think he's done the old leg collapse thing here. Hang on. No, he did. It is a penalty. He's kind of brought it a little bit, I have to say. He's kind of brought it a little bit. But who's taking this? Oh, my God. Richarlison. Can this nitwit, this noodle-brained oaf, do anything? And please, referee, they're saying plus 3 minutes. Just blow the bloody whistle. Right. Pigeon versus Benderino. We're not deep into stoppage time. I would love this guy to miss. He's missed. But no, I shouldn't be doing it. Bateman's rubbish. We should never have bought him.
The referee has just stopped the game because the shell was taking it down on the hand. So he's just checking. Well, he could have had a couple of that header hit the bar, and now he's had a penalty for the bar. Yeah, it's a poor penalty. I never really believed. Truth is said, as soon as that penalty was given,
he is absolutely awful. He's been sidelined by Brazil. If you don't believe me, have a look at the data there. Nobody wants anything to do with him. Absolute oath. He spent longer in the plane. I think they played Bolivia or someone in a game.
uncertainty around your team, red card.
But I think he spent longer in the plane going there and back than he did on the park for Brazil. It's over. It didn't work. But still, if you go on certain forums, I think he can still. Just stop it. Just stop talking rubbish.
It's awesome.
We're 27. Oh, fuck it. This Copenhagen side are simply not very good.
a very comfortable and comprehensive victory for Tottenham. And there he is. So
There we go. Oh, and look at that. Suddenly, Mickey Van der Ven is raising hands up at the concrete hero. Father to a burly wife and all that nonsense. That's for me. Hope you've enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it on several occasions. And yeah, superstars, absolute superstars. This is the top level of international football, or rather European football for club size. We are going to face bigger tasks than this. We need to go out in January and we need to buy a bloody striker. And you've got any questions? Send them over to our good Brazilian friends, Mr. Richarlison. They're absolutely hopeless. Fall on your own sword, rip your contract up, and go back to living in your mother's box. Right, that's it for now. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. And if you haven't, refunds are available from the usual place. Bonjour.